Okay, just a couple of updates that may be of interest. The last hour, as all the ones prior, Honie has continued to meet with family members. A couple of differences you may be interested in is most of the day he has been sitting on the floor while he's been conversing with his family, and around 8:22 he got up on the bed to start talking with them. Also at 8:24, so just about 6 minutes ago, one of our deputy wardens went into the observation room to start to prepare him and the family to say their final goodbyes. It is also my understanding from some reporting we've seen that the 3rd District Judge denied the request for an injunction over the free speech zone. With that being said, I'll take any questions. The same family members. So specifically that would be mother. What's that? So they are all still there. So that would include mother and father, daughter, 3 sisters, a cousin, brother, 2 cousins and a brother-in-law.
So are they just rotating?
Yes. They've been essentially rotating in groups of 2 throughout the day. Not that's been brought to my attention, no. I would imagine now that the reality of the final half hour is sinking in, that could potentially change.
Can you talk about that reality in general of the final hour here as we get closer?
Sure. I think you all would probably be in the same boat we are. You take a look at a situation like this and you don't really believe it's going to happen until you get to this point. So I think a lot of us in this room are probably having that same feeling of here we are, and even though we've known it has potentially been coming, it still feels a little different to be here and to be just hours away.
Can you describe what was the nature of the injunction that they sought? What was the relief that they sought that was denied by the judge?
So my understanding, and I have not personally read the lawsuit myself, but they were essentially seeking an injunction to be allowed to be closer to the facility.
Gotcha.
I had heard earlier that they were potentially seeking an injunction to delay the execution, but I didn't personally see that in the lawsuit.
How did the final, or the 7 p.m. run through go?
So they're still back there right now, and I haven't heard back from them, but I will check with them and have a report for you in the next hour.
Then you had mentioned that he had requested and participated in a, you called it a pipe ceremony. Are there any other accommodations that will be made for his body in terms of religious or otherwise?
Yes. So he made 2 requests of us. One was a pipe ceremony and one was a smoke smudging ceremony. We accommodated both of those requests, and those took place on Monday. There is also a request for a spiritual ceremony after he is pronounced dead, and we are going to allow that to happen as well.
Do you know the nature of what that is?
I do not.
Will that be something that the witnesses will be able to watch as well?
The witnesses will not be able to see that.
Will that
So essentially what will happen is curtains will be drawn. After IV lines are established, curtains will be drawn. Mr. Honie will be given his opportunity for any last words. The command will be given to execute him. The drugs will be pushed. Once we see on the EKG monitor that there is no heartbeat anymore, curtains will be closed. And then that's when the family will come in and be allowed to do that spiritual ceremony. And then the ME will take over from there. Once the ME is finished with their duty, media witnesses will then be allowed into the chamber to observe and document.
Do you know how long that ceremony is expected to take?
I don't know for sure, but I anticipate just a couple of minutes.
Will the executioner be in the room, or are they outside of the room? And
Okay, so you've seen the video and the pictures. So if you're looking at the execution table with the arms on the far side, there's a little slit in the wall, essentially. The IV lines will be running through there, and that's where the execution team is. So they will not be in view of the witnesses.
Have any of the victims' family representatives said they'll be here?
I'm sorry?
Will there be any victim representatives?
We are expecting 7 members of the victim's family to be here. And again, we will release that list in our final press conference.
Do you know if any of them will talk in the press conference afterwards?
They will not.
Then would you be willing to ask the family what the name of that service they're going to provide for them?
Sure.
Can you tell us any more about the person who's the executioner, if they volunteered for this job, how you find someone that's willing to do it, and also what credentials they are? Do they have to be an MD? Could it just be someone who's a nurse?
It's an MD. I can't really get into many of the details other than that. But they are contracted also. They are not UDC employees.
Have they done one of these before?
I can't answer that.
When the firing range is used, there's always a blank where there's a possibility where you don't know if you were the one who actually fired the bullet that killed them. Is there anything that happens in, with the IVs where there's multiple IVs and 2 people doing it and you don't know which one does it, or is it finite?
Yeah, good question. To my understanding, no, but I will verify that and follow up with you in the next hour. All right. And then I just wanted to mention too, since our last update will be at 10:30, if anything significant does happen within that hour, I'll make sure to let you know about that. Thank you.